So, if you do not remember, a while back I reviewed a trailer for a movie called Norm of the North, and a video is titled Holly of the Hollywood Commentary. The movie has since come out, and we're going to look at some pages about it. Let's start with Rotten Tomatoes. Rotten Tomatoes gave Norm of the North a 0% from the Tomatoers. That's basically the people who been there for a long time and work with the site. Nobody liked it. It has a 0%. The average reviewer gave it a 2.8 out of 10. There were 34 reviews, 0 of which gave it a fresh tomato, all of which gave it a rotten one. For comparison, Ride Along 2 got a 14%, and 13 Hours got a 59. Those are both bad scores, don't get me wrong. But they are a million times better than what Norm of the North got. Well, no, they wouldn't be, because a million times 0 is still 0. If we could actually times 0 by something and not make it 0, that would probably be a million times better. As for the audience score, this is the more genuine people. These are just random people you find in the street, you know? 26% liked it. The average reviewer rate, out of the 3,277 reviewers who reviewed this movie, the average score was 1.9 out of 5. That's still an F. That is around, I believe, 38%. 38% from the audiences. And keep in mind, the audiences are far less skeptical towards movies than critics are. That's why the critics are called critics, and that's why the audiences are called stupid. As for the show times, nobody's seeing it, so who really cares? Anyway, so I checked IMDb. You know, maybe then some people liked it. The Internet Movie Database. There, Norm of the North has a rating of 2.2 stars. For reference, that is around 22%. That is higher than the average than the critic rating on Rotten Tomatoes, but still less than the audience rating, and I'd like to remind you, is still an F. This movie has gotten an F from Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb. I was desperate. I wanted to find a crazy person who gave the movie a good score. So I checked Metacritic, because that place is crap. And I found Metacritic gave the film a 22 out of 100, which is a 22%. Which is the second lowest, the lowest still being the critics' rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Out of the reviews, one person gave it positive, one person gave it mixed, and 14 people gave it negative. Even then, the positive was 63, and the minimum amount for a positive rating on Metacritic is 61. So this person barely gave it a positive review. The scores range from 63 to 10. The medium review was 60, and the negative reviews ranged from 38 to 10. The positive reviews even said that Norm of the North will occupy the attention of young audiences while getting a message across about the dangers of humans going where they don't belong. Older audiences are less well served and will just have to grin at the bear it. So we basically admitted that this is really an only for kids movie. Everybody hated this thing. There was even, I'm going to see if I can pull it up here, because after how many tabs I had, because I had like 3 tabs open, and with the camera, the computer can't stand that. Norm of the North. If we go to Cartoon Brew, we'll also find that an article entitled, "Every single movie critic in North America hated Norm of the North." every single one in 1/7 of the world. The article says, the great animal cartoon pileup of 2016 begins this weekend with the release of Norman the North, the first in at least 9 animated features this year that will feature animal leads. I hope the other ones will be better. But distributors Lionsgate, which also released Oscar-nominated films like Shaun the Sheep movie, is experiencing a polar opposite reaction to Norman the North about a twerking polar bear who tries to save the Arctic from a Manhattan real estate developer. Whereas Shaun had 99% rating on, you know this part. However, I'd also like to mention that the film had a 3% rating on the site last night, but the reviews on the Global and Mail Brad Wheeler, which was intentionally the sole positive review, was deemed to be more negative in nature. That is just the opening. As for will I see it, I am not going to see it in theaters. I'm not going to buy it on DVD. If I see it on Netflix or Hulu, which I will be searching for it daily, but don't expect a review. Nobody wanted this thing. Well, I mean, I'm going to tell you this right now. Everybody hates Rob Schneider. There is not a single person who likes it. Who counts a person. In fact, the people who like Rob Schneider are such a minority they don't even count as human. And the idea alone might have been one of the worst ideas for a movie yet. It's a cliche thing and we all knew it. I knew it was gonna suck since I first saw the trailer on the Peanuts movie. Before I saw the Peanuts movie. However, you guys took the risk. Did it pay off? No. With that said, I'm Cifro Joe, and I'll see you all on the brighter later.